All he could see was darkness. Owl tried to sleep, but he could not. What if those two strange bumps grow bigger and bigger while I am asleep? Said Owl. That would not be pleasant. Owl moved his right foot up and down. The bump on the right moved up and down. One of those bumps is moving, said Owl. Owl moved his left foot up and down. The bump on the left moved up and down. The other bump is moving, cried Owl. Owl pulled all of the covers off his bed. The bumps were gone. All Owl could see at the bottom of the bed were his own 2 feet. But now I am cold, said Owl. I will cover myself with the blankets again. As soon as he did, he saw the same 2 bumps. Those bumps are back, shouted Owl. Bumps, bumps, bumps! I will never sleep tonight. Owl jumped up and down on top of his bed. Where are you? What are you? He cried. With a crash and a bang, the bed came falling down. Owl ran down the stairs. He sat in his chair near the fire. I will let those 2 strange bumps sit on my bed all by themselves, said Owl. Let them grow as big as they wish. I will sleep right here, where I am safe. And that is what he did. Tear-water tea. Owl took the kettle out of the cupboard. Tonight I will make tear-water tea, he said. He put the kettle on his lap. Now, said Owl, I will begin. Owl sat very still. He began to think of things that were sad. Chairs with broken legs, said Owl. His eyes began to water. Songs that cannot be sung, said Owl, because the words have been forgotten. Owl began to cry. A large tear rolled down and dropped into the kettle. Spoons that have fallen behind the stove and are never seen again, said Owl. More tears dropped down into the kettle. Books that cannot be read, said Owl, because some of the pages have been torn out. Clocks that have stopped, said Owl, with no one near to wind them up. Owl was crying. Many large tears dropped into the kettle. Mornings nobody saw, because everybody was sleeping, sobbed Owl. Mashed potatoes left on a plate, he cried, because no one wanted to eat them, and pencils that are too short to use. Owl thought about many other sad things. He cried and cried. Soon the kettle was all filled up with tears. There, said Owl. That does it. Owl stopped crying. He put the kettle on the stove to boil for tea. Owl felt happy as he filled his cup. It tastes a little bit salty, he said, but tear-water tea is always very good. Upstairs and downstairs. Owl's house had an upstairs and a downstairs. There were 20 steps on the stairway. Some of the time, Owl was upstairs in his bedroom. At other times, Owl was downstairs in his living room. When Owl was downstairs, he said, I wonder how my upstairs...